Forever, the dead will walk the earth.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Awesome Jam Studios. We have got some more beautiful new shiny kit from the guys over at Wildwire in Selby. Absolutely awesome lads. So Leon and Chris will look after you, get over there, give them a ring, go and check out the shop. Just the best PRS you're ever going to see, and they look after you. So they've supplied us today with the Blackstar ID range amp. Now we have covered its little brother before, and we loved it so much that we've asked to get the 40 or the 60 watt version over. So now we've got the 60 watt over. So we're going to see what it feels like in a stage environment. So we had a bedroom 15 watt kind of tone, and now we'll see what the 60 watt it does. What we've also got today as well is the FS10, the foot switch 10. Now this doesn't come supplied with the amp, but it's a relatively cheap outlay, and that allows us to select 4 individual saved channels. It will also allow us to hold and then do delay taps, effects on and off, that type of deal. So it's really quite a handy piece of kit if you're running this amp, especially if you're like me and you use a lot of presets. Plus there's some nice product as well on there, so you can show off that you're using the Blackstar range, which again, guys are all British, ex-Marshall employees, you know what they're doing. I've got to say that I'm absolutely stunned by this range of amplification. I do use a different company's kind of solid state range, and I'm now using their valve range, but this amp just absolutely kicks ass, so you can't say fairer than that really. So check the guys over at Wildwire and they'll sort you out. So I'm going to try clean tone first, a nice little clean tone, and then there's a nice affected dirty tone, nice rhythm dirt tone, and a big punchy dirt tone. What we have got on the amp, as we discussed in the 15, is the ability to run through loads of voices, so we can run through pretty much everything Blackstar have ever created. We've got a level volume for gain and a level for the individual channels. We've got our standard EQ, and then we've got the patented ISF, which takes us from a really woody American vibe through to a really mushy, muddy Marshall English kind of tone. We've got the TVP, which is the true valve power. Now that basically, if we say 60 watt solid state, we're looking at like 25, 30 watt valve. This will give you true valve power and punch. And that allows us to run through a few different valve emulations, whether you like 6L6s or whether you like, I don't know, like KT88 or something, they're all in there for you. And then we've got 3 effects that we have, all at once, one or the other, with different kind of things, spider, range, line 6 kind of dial options. So you can add a little bit more, a little bit quicker. So again, check out the full review over on the 15, because that goes into a few effects in a little bit more detail. This is all a case of, can I take this amp and play a gig with it? So we're going to go through a few tones first, just to let you know the sound, and then we'll crack on from there. So here's a nice clean tone with just a nice snapback delay on there. And then we'll move over to a rather affected, grungy tone or distorted tone. Now, big, fat, ballsy rhythm tone. considering this is a combo and it's a light combo at that, it's not a backbreaker, you definitely show up at a gig with this and it's going to sound rad. Just again, special thanks over to Wildwire again for the guitar, which is the Dave Navarro PRS that they've sent over for us. It's a cracking piece of kit at a really decent price, so worthwhile checking out. The SE range is just storming. So check out the SE shootout video as well if you haven't seen it already. It's definitely worth a watch. Now we're going to look for the balls out Overdrive 2, as fat as you can get it tone, that the Blackstar is producing. And remember, this is kind of halfway. Our volume's not even maxed out, and it's really quite loud. So what I'm going to do halfway through this demo, I'm going to click off the variable valve power or the true valve power button, which is this big please do not press me button. But we're going to press it and see what happens. So halfway through, I'm going to reach over and grab a claw of that. So here's the balls out full metal tone. Shit the bed. I hope you can hear that difference in YouTube land, because again, I said this in the last review, why have the button? Baby, why have the button?
It's the button that makes things sound rubbish. It's the most pointless button on the planet.
If you've ever seen Beetlejuice, that's what Bibby's skull looks like at the minute. It's just skin has just come back off his head. It's made blistering. But you know what you're going to comment? Is it loud enough to play over a really loud drummer? Wish we had a loud drummer.
state of emergency has been declared in the United States of America.